It's not as if she were a maniac or a raving thing. She just goes a little mad sometimes. We all go a little mad sometimes. Haven't you? What's up, everybody? I'm back, and I'm very happy to be back. Very happy to also announce and inform you that more movie reviews will be coming to Perrone Productions, and they're going to be much more consistent. I promise you, I will never wait one whole year again to release one. I was checking today on my YouTube, and I saw that my Jaws one was actually, it said 1 year ago, and I was like, wow, I think it's time I release a new movie review. So, for those of you who are new, I'm Santino Perrone, and welcome to episode 4 of Santino's Movie Reviews. Before I get into today's movie review, I want to remind you all to please subscribe if you haven't yet and turn on notifications. That way you are alerted and you're up to date. Today's movie is my personal all-time favorite movie. That's right, we're going to be reviewing the original 1960 horror classic Psycho. And as always, there will be no spoilers in this, but I will be discussing the plot. Let's review it! And wait a second. Hold on. Hey, we're in black and white. That's what happens when you click the play button now? Whoa. Well, the movie is black and white. I guess that makes sense. Well, we're in black and white today, guys. Psycho was made in 1960, directed by the master of suspense, Alfred Hitchcock, who I find to be one of the best directors who have ever lived and created work in the cinema industry. And Psycho is very well known for setting the pathway for a lot of horror classics that we all know today. Fun fact number 1 of the video, Psycho was partially based off a true story and shared that story with Silence of the Lambs and the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. That story was about Ed Gein, who was a murderer and body snatcher who went to cemeteries and obviously snatched bodies in the late 40s and 50s. I've always loved that Psycho is black and white because it gives off this creepy darkness tone to it. Let's get into the plot a bit, shall we? What do you mean you don't have the plot? Where's the plot? You got it? Guys, Psycho begins by focusing in on a young woman named Marion Crane, who is played by Janet Leigh, Jamie Lee Curtis's mother. Fun fact, if you didn't know that. And what Marion is doing at the beginning of the movie is she's discussing with her boyfriend, Sam, their inability to get married due to Sam's debts. So later that day, Marion goes to work and she steals a cash payment of $40,000, which was supposed to be deposited. Later, Marion runs away and gets trapped in a storm on the highway, which ultimately directs her to taking the wrong exit, leading her onto the old highway, and then putting her right in front of the Bates Motel. She has no other choice but to stay at the Bates Motel for the night to allow the rain to clear up. We see a woman walk across the upstairs window of the house behind the motel sitting up on a hill. About a minute later, a young adult male comes down from the house and helps Marion with her bags. His name is Norman Bates, and he is played by Anthony Perkins. Anyway, today, as I have done with my 3 previous top favorite films, I have decided to dress as my favorite character from Psycho, and that would be Anthony Perkins' character, Norman Bates. So take a look at this picture that I'm about to put up, and comment down below how close you think I look like him. Here's another fun fact about Psycho. During production, Anthony Perkins and director Alfred Hitchcock were discussing some character traits that Norman Bates should have, and Anthony Perkins came up with the fact that he should be eating some candy throughout some scenes. Alfred Hitchcock said you should be eating candy corn, and the ultimate reason because of that was because director Alfred Hitchcock thought that Anthony Perkins reminded him of a chicken and how a chicken eats corn because of Anthony Perkins' long neck. So they ultimately had Norman Bates snack on candy corn. There are major classic scenes in this film that I'm sure all of you have heard about. There is the classic shower scene. I'm not going to say what that's about if you haven't seen it. The classic theme to this, and I'm going to put that up right now. The thrilling, just so piercing theme that plays throughout this during kills, when someone is being killed. So let's listen to that, and I will discuss more about that afterwards. Let's play it. Let's play the theme. As I was saying before, very chilling, very piercing sound that was very scary, still is very creepy and scary. And really quick, before I continue to speak while editing this, I totally forgot to mention that the soundtrack for Psycho was composed by Bernard Herrmann, who did work for The Taxi Driver and Vertigo, and is widely known as one of the greatest film composers in cinema history. Just to go back for a second, the major scenes I was talking about, especially the shower scene, a fun fact about that is the scene is less than a minute in the movie, but it took 7 days to film, and it was 45 seconds that really shocked people, especially back when it first came out in 1960. As I was saying back in the beginning of this review, back when it came out, people were horrified. And that shower scene, that was right up there. That's what made this movie really stand out. That's what horrified these people in the audience. Alfred Hitchcock did an amazing job at setting up great scare scenes and a very mysterious tone throughout the entire film that is very captivating for the audience. Out of all the Alfred Hitchcock movies that I've seen, I really, truly, and I'm honestly saying this, I truly believe Psycho is the most terrifying one out there. The ending, I can't spoil, don't spoil. The ending is phenomenal, just unbelievable, very sick, very demented, very twisted, but awesome, very awesome. So definitely go watch Psycho. I'm telling you, go watch it. Great movie. Really am looking forward to seeing what you guys have to say if you haven't seen it yet. And if you have seen it, definitely leave your comments about what you thought of the movie. Did you like? What parts did you like? What parts didn't you like? Yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it. There is actually a TV series called Bates Motel, which is a spin-off and prequel to Psycho. When I first watched that, I did not know heading into it what I was going to feel watching a TV series about my favorite movie. However, I ended up walking out of it and finishing the show saying, wow, I think the creators of the show Bates Motel did a very well job at making it and telling more like the behind the scenes story of the mother, Norma, and Norman Bates and their relationship together. So if you haven't yet, I think the show's definitely worth checking out. But definitely watch the movie first. 2 more quick real fun facts about me and my love for this movie. I have I think it was close to after I first watched this for my first time, I got a McFarlane Toys Norman Bates action figure. I'll flash a picture of that up on the screen. And I believe it was 3 years ago on Christmas, I got, my brother got me a picture of Anthony Perkins on the set of Psycho. Really cool, I got it hang in my room. I love this movie. I love the poster, I love the figure. I love everything to do with this movie, and I've seen it probably, more than 10 times. Can't get enough. Also, there is a Psycho 2, a Psycho 3, and a Psycho 4. I definitely recommend watching those 3 after you've watched this one, and leave a comment below what you think. what one was your favorite. I can tell you right now, the original was really, really just unbelievably good, very well made, and very well put together. The second one was pretty good, actually. Probably actually one of the best sequels I've ever watched to something this great, but nothing beats the original. Psycho is a rated R movie that can be very twisted at times, so if you're not feeling it or something, I'd watch with caution, but definitely watch this movie if you have not yet. It is a classic in film. You definitely need to watch this, or you're not living. Period. I'm just gonna say it. You're not living if you haven't seen Psycho. Anyway, let me trace back. Let me go back. As I said, Psycho, rated R movie, made back in 1960. On Letterboxd, I gave this movie a 5 out of 5 stars. It will always, nothing will change it. This movie will always be my #1 favorite movie of all time. Followed by Pulp Fiction in #2, Simple Plan in 3rd place, and Jaws in 4th place. I will also be attaching some videos, as I did with my Simple Plan review, about some interviews with the director of Psycho and some documentary features of Psycho that were on YouTube that I could find. Definitely watch these attached videos. I believe they're going to be up here after you've seen Psycho. And now, without further ado, I'm sure some of you are asking, well, what's next? What movie are you going to rate next, Santino? Because I'm sure everyone's asking that. No, I'm just kidding. All jokes, guys. Anyway, not these behind me, because these have already been reviewed. You can obviously go to my channel. Actually, under my playlist, I have a separate, it just says Santino's movie reviews. You can see them right there. So I'm sure everyone's asking, what are you going to be reviewing next? Well, here's the thing. Okay, there we go. Hey, look at that. They all changed just as soon as I snapped my finger. That's right. I am going to be doing rankings of my 3 top favorite horror franchises. We have Friday the 13th, A Nightmare on Elm Street, and Halloween. Ladies and gentlemen, be prepared, because those are a lot of movies. I believe 31 all 3 franchises put together. But yeah, I thought it'd be cool to switch it up a little bit, do something a little different, and I'm really looking forward to sharing my personal rankings with all of you guys and seeing what you guys comment down below, what you think about my what position I have certain movies in. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to it, and you can expect this at least 1 franchise, I would say probably in the next maybe 2 weeks. Guys, I'm really looking forward to it. I hope you are really looking forward to it. Thank you all so much. I'm really glad to be doing these again. So definitely subscribe and turn on your notifications to stay alerted for when I post my rankings of the Friday the 13th series, my rankings of the Nightmare on Elm Street series, and my rankings of the Halloween series. Thank you all very much for watching. This has been my Psycho movie review. I appreciate you guys being so patient with everything. And like I said, I know it's been a whole year since my last movie review, but I'm really glad to be back doing them. If you haven't yet during that whole time, definitely check out our latest things that we've uploaded. Forsaken Force, Syndicates of Chicago. Comment on those. If you haven't seen them yet, definitely go check those out. And like I said before, definitely be on the lookout for my Friday the 13th, Nightmare on Elm Street, and Halloween franchise rankings. Again, thank you guys for being so patient, and I appreciate it all. Thank you very much.
Norman!
Coming, mother! I'll see you guys. Also, follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook.
Movie reviews with Sam the Man at home watching A Simple Plan. Pause, because here comes Jaws. Everywhere I go, I bring Psycho. It's an addiction when you watch Pulp Fiction, so listen to your intuition and start your subscription.